The ends justify the means. That quote from Niccolo Machiavelli, that was the foundation of the book Rules for Radicals, which was released by Saul Alinsky in the early 1970s. When I talk sometimes about the woke Bible, the book I'm referring to is Rules for Radicals. That book is the blueprint for everything that we're dealing with today. All these people at the top of the social justice food chain, they are all proficient in the work of Saul Alinsky. The ends justify the means. It means exactly what it sounds like. You do whatever is necessary to achieve your end goal. Morals don't matter. The law doesn't matter. Who you hurt in the process, the victims, don't matter. Poverty, famine, twisted mentality, small businesses going bankrupt, none of it matters. The only thing that matters is the objective, the agenda. Social justice warriors, they have never been closer to achieving their end goal. What is that end goal? It was the foundation of the campaign of Barack Obama back in 2008. The fundamental transformation of America. Hope and change, hope and change. At the time, very few people were asking what change meant. What the hell is change? The country back in '08, they were exhausted from the Bush administration. Endless wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, record high gas prices, which now seem cheap compared to what we're dealing with today. The fundamental transformation of America, that did not start in 2008 with Barack Obama. He simply expedited the process. The fundamental transformation of America, that started with the radicals of the 1960s and the 1970s. They knew they couldn't change the country overnight or even over the next 10 or 20 years. They knew it would be a slow, gradual process. What social justice warriors do, they use a positive movement and they twist it to fit their true agenda. The civil rights movement, that was a positive movement. They used it to divide the country on race. When feminism started, on the surface, feminism was a positive movement. They used it to divide the country on gender. LGBT rights, same thing. I think we can all agree that gay people deserve the same rights as the rest of us. They should be allowed to get married. They should be allowed to adopt children. They should have access to health care. Woke shitfucks have infiltrated this movement and they have used it to divide the country. Just like in sports, the social justice movement is a game of inches. They start slow, pushing the boundaries of acceptable behavior just an inch further. They deal with the backlash, it settles down. The new behavior becomes the norm, divorce, abortion, whatever the fuck. Then they push the boundary another inch further, then another inch, another inch. Next thing you know, we wake up one morning thinking, how did we get here? But your children, they wake up thinking, isn't this normal? We have an entire generation of kids that have no idea what America used to be. Woke University, they are engaged in an all-out assault on our history. Why? Why do you think that is? They have to erase the foundation to build a new one. That's why they continue to attack the Constitution. That's why they continue tearing down statues of legendary presidents. 19-year-old Rainbow, she gets oh so offended at the sight of George Washington. Oh, I'm so triggered. My genderqueer professor told me George Washington slept with women. We only honor fallen heroes who like participating in the butt bongo. Woke shitfucks are building a new America. Does Build Back Better sound familiar? You thought that was just a campaign slogan? That's the end goal. They're building a new America, and the children of the next generation, they're the structure. They already have the foundation. Unfortunately, us millennials, we're the foundation. They have been brainwashing kids on college campuses for decades. But the kids of this next generation, they will be the structure, the implementers of the true fundamental transformation of America. And they're making sure the kids understand compliance is mandatory. Us adults, we see propaganda every day in the mainstream media, but you can't get to kids through the media. 5-year-old Anissa, she's not watching Don Lemon on CNN. Hell, neither is anyone else. You're not going to make kids understand the importance of Fauci fucking through CNN and MSNBC. To get into the minds of children, you have to go where the children are. School. But that's only one part. Many kids don't pay attention in school. Young Jamie wasn't paying attention during class. I think he or she is ADD. Let's overly medicate him or her and find another way to explain the ecstasy of woke love. The kids you can't reach in school, you can damn sure reach them on television. Sesame Street, a staple of American television, one of the longest running shows in the world. 95% of children by the age of 3 have watched an episode of Sesame Street. 95%. The other 5% must be Amish and have no access to television. Right now, Woke United Methodists, they are pushing hard for children to be vaccinated. Why? Hell if I know. Seems to me the people who are vaccinated keep catching the Fauci love. Like school, Sesame Street used to teach kids how to read and write. It used to teach kids simple math. It used to teach kids right and wrong. Sesame Street used to teach morals and values. Oh, those were the good old days. Today, Sesame Street is teaching kids a different type of value. The value of Fauci. Oh, look at that pretty lizard. Come here, kids, listen. The lizard has a magic needle. Let him inject you with his secret sauce, and you too can become a super lizard. Listen to Tickle Me Elmo explain to your children his experience with lizard love. Roll the film.
Now Daddy has super duper bandages just like Elmo.
You were super duper today, getting your COVID vaccine, Elmo.
Yeah, there was a little pinch, but it was okay. Elmo was really glad to have Daddy and Baby David there with him. Baby David, where are you?
I had a lot of questions about Elmo getting the COVID vaccine. Was it safe? Was it the right decision? I talked to our pediatrician so I could make the right choice. I learned that Elmo getting vaccinated is the best way to keep himself, our friends, neighbors, and everyone else healthy and enjoying the things they love.
Oh, Daddy, Elmo and Baby David have a question. Can we have a hug?
Oh, come here, son.
Elmo loves you, Daddy.
I love you too.
I keep telling you guys, there is a war going on right now, and the prize is the minds of your children. They are attacking kids from every angle. They're going after the minds of teenagers on social media. They're going after children from 5 and under with shows like Sesame Street. Like I've said before, it is no longer about the money for these giant media conglomerates. Businesses used to be about making money, but that's no longer the case. The ends justify the means. The final step in the fundamental transformation of America is the transformation of your children. We used to raise children to question everything. Don't be so easy to trust. Now we're teaching kids to question nothing. 100% compliance is the expectation. Imagine my surprise when I saw the new clip from the upcoming Disney show, Baymax. KC, is this the kids' version of Baywatch? No. We could only hope. Back in the 90s, most parents wouldn't allow their kids to watch Baywatch. It was too risque. But with the filth and bullshit they're pushing on kids today, Baywatch is tame in comparison. Disney stock has dropped 30% because of their relentless promotion of the gay. It's cost them hundreds of millions of dollars every year in tax breaks in Florida. Now you would think this would cause Disney to reverse course. If this happened 10 years ago, that's exactly what would have happened. But we're living in the era of ESG. Check out what Disney presented to your children in the premiere episode of Baymax last night. Roll the film.
Excuse me, which of these products would you recommend?
Well, these are the tampons I usually use.
Thank you.
I prefer pads. They're more comfortable for me.
Thank you.
I always get the ones with wings.
Thank you.
Get unscented and bleach-free if you can.
Thank you.
Yo, my daughter loves these.
Thank you.
These might be easier if it's her first period.
These are really environmentally friendly.
I don't think it's appropriate to be teaching 5-year-old children about the menstrual cycle of females. Disney cartoons used to be about superheroes or little mermaids, genies in a bottle, or Aladdin, whatever the fuck. Disney cartoons used to be about entertainment. Now it's all about promoting a twisted agenda. What is this? The 21st time in the last few years that Disney's incorporated the LGBT movement and content geared towards children, 21 times in just a few years. They have a fucking male snowman asking a woman about tampons. Really? Really? Then they have some trans Dan. I always get the ones with the wings. I'm 37 years old. I don't know shit about tampons. Damn sure don't know shit about tampons with wings. Contrary to the belief of woke United Methodist, I can't have a period. I'm a dude. I don't bleed on a monthly basis. 37 years old. If my girlfriend asked me to go to the store to buy her tampons, I would be completely clueless. But Disney finds it appropriate to teach children 10 and under about tampons. Hey kids, Tran Dan has a monthly cycle. Which tampon would you recommend? Also, Tran Dan wants to know which cucumber you prefer. How did we get here? We got here inch by inch. The gradual erosion of the value system this country was founded on. It started, like I said, with feminism and the attack on the traditional family. Then they started teaching kids in school about family diversity. Some kids have a mom and a dad. Some kids have just a mom. Some kids have a mom and a mom or a dad and a dad. Some kids are raised by grandparents. Some kids are raised by the potted ficus in the living room. I remember when I was growing up, churches were concerned about our generation being raised by television. They were offended by MTV. MTV is the devil. The content on MTV back in the 90s, it might not have been appropriate for young children, but at least they weren't trying to brainwash us. They are trying to brainwash these kids today. They are raising a generation confused about their sexuality, confused about their gender. They're raising them to believe that their parents are wrong. Why? Why? Because the ends justify the means. These kids don't matter to the woke movement. They're just victims. They're just tools being used to achieve the end goal, the fundamental transformation of America. But let me know what you think. Sesame Street, Disney again, brainwashing your children. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.